sway. Every turn and edge of an epic play. In the world of racing we come out to play. Oh, we love the sound of tearing steel, crashing race cars in this pack. Feel the rush that makes the heart beat fast. In this mad race where nothing is real. The throttle, no time for fear. In this gray smoke we disappear, chasing shadows in the blur of fear. Crashing race cars make it loud and clear. We're the kings of the asphalt might, stars in the dark of the roaring night. Crashing race cars, eyes closed tight, we live in the blink of sight. Oh, we love the sound of tearing steel, crashing race cars in this pack. Feel the rush that makes the heart beat fast. In this mad race where nothing is real. Gun in the throttle, no time for fear. In this gray smoke we disappear. In this gray smoke we disappear, chasing shadows in the blur of fear. Running the throttle, no time for fear. We're the kings of the asphalt might, stars in the dark of the roaring night. Crashing race cars, eyes closed tight, we live in the blink of sight. Oh, we love the sound of tearing steel, crashing race cars in this pack. Feel the rush that makes the heart beat fast. In this mad race where nothing is real. Tire skids and sparks flying in the fray. Engines roaring as we twist and sway. The smoke rises to clear the way. In the world of racing we come out to play. Metal and rubber on the asphalt tonight, speeding through chaos in the setting light. Hit the brakes and brace, crashing race cars, it's a glorious sight. Tire skids and sparks flying in the fray. Engines roaring as we twist and sway. Every turn and edge of an epic play. In the world of racing we come out to play. Oh, we love the sound of tearing steel, crashing race cars in this pack. Feel the rush that makes the heart beat fast. In this mad race where nothing is real. Gunning the throttle, no time for fear. In this gray smoke we disappear, chasing shadows in the blur of fear. Crashing race cars make it loud and clear. We're the kings of the asphalt might, stars in the dark of the roaring night. Crashing race cars, eyes closed tight, we live in the blink of sight. Oh, we love the sound of tearing steel, crashing race cars in this pack. Feel the rush that makes the heart beat fast. In this mad race where nothing is real. Gun in the throttle, no time for fear. In this gray smoke we disappear. In this gray smoke we disappear, chasing shadows in the blur of fear. Running the throttle, no time for fear. We're the kings of the asphalt might, stars in the dark of the roaring night. Crashing race cars, eyes closed tight, we live in the blink of sight. Oh, we love the sound of tearing steel, Watching race cars in this pack, feel the rush that makes the heart beat fast. In this mad race.
He's opening the door right there.
With a head of steam moving to the outside his chin. Richie says it can't be done. Tony Shallen says turn on the reggae music. If you're gonna pass me, you're gonna do it high.
There is just one more lap remaining, and look how close Modoff is. He got the slipstream.
There we go. 2 laps to settle it in the Blue Emu Firecracker 400. Whatever you got to give it now. Back to green we go.
On the final lap, side by side, they still run wheel to wheel. Now, through the snake, the S as we go. Quaro edges ahead. Modoff is still there.
White flag, 1 more to go on the Daytona 250. Kepler leads that lap. Who's going to lead the last one?
To the line, look at that. Dave Chapman, he's going to send it around the outside final corner. Has he got it done?
Continuing to go side by side for the lead through 3 and 4, and they manage it safely. Now through 5.
And hunting for a way by
Side
it
by
all.
side.
Round 2 between Phil Sellinger and Gold.
To the outside. White flag is out side by side. They make contact in the turn number 1. Ooh, gets him onto the grass. Now down to the inside. Andy T, a little bit of a wiggle and a perfect crossover there from Polly Parton to defend the position. Andy T totally sideways. They're still sideways going into Siberia. And getting ready to cross. He goes around the outside, but it's not enough. Eden's up the racetrack. Carlo down the track. A photo finish. James Eden wins it. It's still far abreast into the braking zone. This is sensational racing. And here comes Bowden. It's going to be a drag race to the end. That's side by side. Who gets it?
Williams tries to cover him off, but once again, pulling the over-under. Daniel Morad is going to win with a last quarter pass.
Newsom's coming up right there. By the corner. It's going to be narrow. Mullender's going to come back at him. It's going to be a race to the line. Does he have enough? Down to it.
And they're wrecking in 3. Here comes Michael Cozy Jr. Michael Cozy Jr.'s got the lead.
He looks to the inside, side by side for the race lead.
Good time zones, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for round number 6 of the Next Level Gaming Community ARCA series. I am Mike Taylor up here in the booth, and with me we have the Legend of Chaos, the Master of Finding the Chaos, and always can't get away from chaos, my good buddy, Dakota LaRue. Tonight we are absolutely in for a very fun race here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, where the speeds are always fast, the grooves are always grooving, and one wrong move will send them into a Russian roulette. Tonight, these stars are getting ready to tackle Las Vegas Motor Speedway. But before we get to that, Dakota, what are your thoughts about tonight's race here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway?
Man, I haven't really raced the ARCA cars here a lot. I think the one time I did, they were getting loose off of the exit, so it's going to come down to really throttle control in the long run, but otherwise it should be some very fun and good racing.
Yeah, definitely. As we go ahead and head trackside, and we're taking a look here at Joe Yasnikas in that number 89 Reese's Ford Mustang. You know, as these drivers get ready to tackle this quick racetrack, you know, something that these guys are going to want to keep in mind is the draft is somewhat important here due to the size. All right. Alan Reinhart is coming on out now to start his first lap. Alan Reinhart, he is running a different paint scheme this week. as we're getting ready for the holiday season this week. As he rockets out of turn number 4 down to the start finish line. That's going to throw him up 5th with a 29.718. Really good run there for Allen so far. Jeremy Oliver in that number 44 machine. He's getting ready to come across the line here in just a moment as well. Not able to do anything with it. Tom Barish in that Freedom number 55 Chevrolet. He's coming out of turn number 4 to complete his first lap. Alright, so with that lap time, that's going to put Tom Barish 6th fastest. Sonny Soljovic in his number 401 Taco Bell machine. He is taking it out here tonight as he's coming out of a turn number 4 here to take the green flag. The last couple of weeks, Sonny in that 401 machine has been wicked fast as he gets down on that apron and kind of gets a little bit loose. It looks like he's kind of struggling here just a little bit. That cart keeps wiggling back and forth on him.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of wheel movement to the left and right inside of his car at the moment, so definitely looking a little loose or struggling or something.
Yeah, definitely. And that kind of wheel movement's not really going to help him too much, as you know, because you know that kind of thing is going to actually affect his speed as he comes out of turn number 4, and he's going to put down a 30.168. So that's actually a pretty slow lap time. You know, so I wonder, as we're riding on board here, that's a lot of moving back and forth inside that race car.
Kind of looks like he's on controller. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah. You know, with it being the holiday season, you know, it won't surprise me if he's on controller. You You know, but I mean, hey, I mean, as long as he gets around the racetrack clean, stays off of people, why not? Alrighty, and that's going to, get us ready now for our race tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting grid for tonight's event. Yeah, this is not the Empire State GP 50 from last week, ladies and gentlemen. But we're here at Las Vegas, and this isn't week 4. Why did none of that update? I don't know. But starting on the pole. Oh, this is an interesting view. Starting on the pole, it's going to be Kevin Allen in that number 77 machine. Let me change that view while we do this, because I don't like it. Why are we going so fast? There we go. Starting on the pole, it's going to be Kevin Allen in that number 77, followed by Davey Hendricks in that number 11 to his outside. Travis Farmer in the number 9, he'll be on the inside there. And Michael Corderay in that number 72 to his outside. On the inside of row number 3, Alan Reinhart will be joined by Tom Barish. Jay-Z Bennett and Jaden McGowan, they will share row number 4. Dustin Harding and Kyle Davidson makes up row number 5. Row number 6, you got Joe Yasnikas and Charles Bagley. Row number 7, you got Jeremy Oliver and Trevor Kelly. Owen Christensen and Sonny Soljavinik, they will make up row number 8. Row number 9, Joe Kurth and Scott Milner. Row number 10, you have Richard Walls and Will Byers. And rounding out your field, it's going to be Freddie Dunaway in that number 27 machine for Island Time Racing. We've got a pretty stacked field here of 21 cars tonight for the Next Level Gaming Community ARCA series, which is, I think this is the first time we've had a pretty stacked field like this in quite a while. So, you know, I'm glad to see 20 plus cars out here tonight as we get ready to rock and roll here in Las Vegas. Who are you going to be keeping your eye on tonight as we get things ready to go tonight?
Dustin Harding has been doing a couple good showings here and there. Snick is always a good pick. Alan Reinhart, I mean, but I'm probably going to have to go Kevin Allen at 77 machine.
Yeah, definitely really quick in that 77 machine for sure. I'm going to be keeping my eye on Jay-Z Bennett in that 05 machine. Last couple of times out, he's been absolutely rocking it. And, you know, he's always getting that 05 machine up front when it matters the most. So I'm going to be definitely keeping my eye on Jay-Z Bennett tonight as we get ready to go racing here. That Las Vegas pace car is off, drifting down the that was awesome, drifting down the pit road, and we are green flag here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Kevin Allen out to a decent start here, and Travis Farmer, he's going to quickly make way to that second spot as they enter turn number 1. And side by side for that third spot is going to be Michael Corderay and Davey Hendricks as they continue to run side by side here now for that second spot. Here comes Corderay on Travis Farmer. He's going to try to make a run here on the front straightaway. All these cars now all over the track. I think every inch of this track is being used at the moment as they enter turn number 3 for the second time tonight. Still really good side-by-side racing back here for that fourth spot now between Alan Reinhart and Davey Hendricks. Now Alan Reinhart will clear Davey Hendricks as Now Hendricks, he's being challenged by that 0-5 machine of JZ Bennett as they will rocket up here into turn number 1 once again. This is exactly the kind of racing I was hoping to see here at Las Vegas. You know, this side-by-side racing is just absolutely phenomenal. And when you have this kind of group of guys that they race hard, but they race so clean, they just always put on a really good show.
Yeah, these guys do a wonderful job. I'm watching Sonny back here, still from his cockpit view, because I never changed my view from earlier, and there was a really close pass by the 53 machine to get around him. I believe it was Will Byers on that SL line.
Yeah, dropping back here to Will Byers in that number 53 machine. Yeah, he started back there in that 20th spot, and he's already worked his way all the way up to 13th. So Will Byers, once again, he's flexing his muscles out here, showing why he is your defending champion as they rocket here out of turn number 4. And, you know, something I want to point out, you know, with Joe Usnickas, he's back here as well. You know, these guys, they like to start in the back and work their way up as there's contact in front. The 89 and the number 4 there, I believe, of it's actually Kyle Davidson in that 6 machine. Made contact there through turns 1 and 2 that last time by. You know, as I was saying, you know, these guys, they like to start in the back to work their way to the front, you know, which is always fun to watch here as we have the 4 wide, no, 3 wide out of turn number 4. But man, look at these guys. They're running 3 wide, 2 rows deep here, like it's Talladega. But there's going to be contact between Jaden McGowan and Will Byers there as Joe Usnickas make his way. Contact. Hold on to it, baby. Hold on to it. Beautiful saves there by the 82 and 53 as they will exit here out of turn number 4 back down this front straightaway. These guys putting on a wicked show here. Jaden McGowan, I believe this is his first race here with Next Level. So welcome in, Jaden. Three wide in front of them again here with Joe Usnickas, Will Byers, and that 55 of Tom Barish. These guys looking to go 3 wide again. Man, Will Byers, he's just so wickedly fast. You know, him and Joe Usnickas are both working their way up. Oh! The 55 is around 1, 2, 3, 4 cars. One's upside down. Sonny! He's going for a while riding that number 401 machine, still tumbling out of turn number 4. Wow, what a wicked crash. Sonny having trouble getting that 401 machine down on pit. I don't think you have control of that race car, Sonny. What a crazy crash there. Let's go back here and take a look, see what happened here. So it all started up here with Will Byers and that number 55 of Tom Barish. They make contact slid right down in front of the 44 Sonny. He's in there. And unfortunately, Sonny, he just gets rocketed right off the wheel of that number 81 machine, and he just went for a crazy ride.
Yeah, it's crazy. Sonny almost had it cleared. Like, he had it dead hooked to the left as much as he could there and just barely clipped him just enough to get him airborne.
Yeah, definitely very, very unfortunate there. Let's ride on board here with that 81 of Dustin Harding. Robot. Yeah, this just gives you a really good sense of speed here. Just, oh man, just nowhere to go. Let's go ahead and come back here with right on board here with Will Byers in that number 53 Chevrolet. And just very unfortunate there for a lot of these drivers. You know, ultimately just like absolutely nowhere to go.
So a fun little tidbit, yesterday night, I actually got to get on track with a couple of these drivers here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for MRL, Midnight Racing League putting on, I believe it is, putting on some money races and such, and we did a race at Talladega in the ARCA car. I think I was in there with Kevin Allen. I know Joel Kirk was there, and probably a couple other people. And a lot of cautions, but I ended up getting a P6 out of the ordeal. Had to go out there and show these fellers that I could, turn a couple laps and drive a little bit.
Hey, you know what? As long as you had fun, that's all that matters.
Fun. We are having fun.
Alrighty, we're getting ready to go back green flag racing here at Las Vegas. Michael Cordray, Kevin Allen, they're going to bring the field to the green flag. And the pace car is off. And here we go, getting ready, going back green. And that inside lane, big checkup. As we had a couple cars there not get a really good start there. And so that's going to allow Michael Cordray, Kevin Allen, and JZ Bennett to clear the rest of the field. As there's, big block down the back straightaway. Michael Cordray trying to keep Kevin Allen behind him. I'm not sure that Kevin Allen's going to be really thrilled with that block on the backstretch, as they will now go 3 wide here for that second spot. None 69. He decides he's going to go ahead and back it out. But as he does that, he's going to lose 2-3 positions here as they exit turn number 2 now. Still 3 wide action behind them. And climbing back up here into turns 3 and 4. So much action going on around this racetrack. I don't even know who to keep up with. As we're taking a look here at Alan Reinhart in that number 25 machine. Normally rocking out a Red Bull machine, but today he's rocking out a Merry Christmas Charlie Brown paint scheme here tonight. Oh, contact a little bit behind them. Scott Milner almost got up into that 69 machine of Bagley. Luckily, they didn't get contact, but they're going to go ahead and continue to run 3 wide here as they head back into turn number 3 and 4. Will Byers squeezing himself in between Milner and that number 9 machine of Travis Farmer, as he is trying to make his way back up through the field after getting involved in that first incident there. And he is going to get both of those drivers clear, so now he's just going to start continuing to march his way through the field here, as we see Milner now trying to get onto the inside of Travis Farmer, but not able to get there. But instead, he's going to have company from that 44 of Jeremy Oliver, as Oliver, he will go ahead and try to take over that spot. And here comes that 3 machine of Joel Kurth. He's up here going to make some moves here out of turn number 2.
Yeah, I just want to point out that 11 car, Davey Hendricks, working his way up to the field as well, trying to get around for this 3rd place spot. Was looking to the inside for 2nd, but not able to get the job done. So he's back to battling for 3rd here as they come down the front stretch.
Yes, really good side-by-side battle here between Jaden McGowan and Davey Hendricks now for that 3rd spot.
Is it just me or these cars seem faster than normal here?
Yeah, these cars are definitely rocketing it around this speedway for sure.
Like, I feel like they're moving a lot faster than normal for some reason.
No contact between the 82 and 05. Bennett goes up the track. What a good save there by Bennett, as they will rocket here into turn number 3 and 4 now. Let's bring up our little dashboard view here. 186, 87, 190 here on the front straightaway, 192. Man, these guys are going, I feel like these guys are going a little, oh, hold on to it, Jaden. Up into the wall. He was able to save it.
We're going dang near Daytona speeds at Vegas.
Yeah, these guys are definitely wicked fast here. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if the trucks get this fast here.
Yeah, I don't remember the ARCA cars being this fast here. Just watching from the broadcast point of view. So we've done a couple of broadcasts, at Vegas. Even the Cup cars don't look this fast here.
Yeah, that's
But irregardless, it is making for quite a show as these guys are able to just kind of mat it to the floor and have a good grand old time here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to complain about, these guys, rocketing around this speedway, 130 laps, and putting on one hell of a show. I mean, I'm definitely not going to complain here, as, just wanted to point out, while we're sitting here mumbling, jumbling, Will Byers is now attacking Davey Hendricks for that 2nd spot.
Yeah, Will Byers has 17 spots on the day so far. He is absolutely hungry for the lead.
Yeah, Will Byers, he is looking to turn his season around. We touched up on it a little bit last week at Watkins Glen. And let me tell you what, these guys were very glad to get away from that road course. We do have a caution out. Owen Christensen is around the 55. The 36 of Trevor Kelly, he's around here as well.
And boy, oh boy, the list of passes I'm having to scroll down through to try to get to this wreck on SDK at the moment. Jesus. All right.
Let's take a look here. The 55 got turned, it looked like, by that 92 machine of Richard Walls.
Looks like Richard had a full head of steam. Might have thought the 55 was going to stay up a little higher than he did, and he just didn't lift. Because it kind of, I mean, from my perspective, it kind of looks like the 55 is going up the track a little bit.
Yeah. It's that 65 of Owen Christensen hard into the wall. Man. Couple good cars taken out here, that's for sure. As everybody is coming down pit road except Sonny Soljovic for Missile Motorsports. He decides he's going to stay out. That's a very interesting call there by Sonny for sure. I'm looking over chat here. So leaderboard is not found. What? Hey, yeah, how about that? It's not found. Let's see if we can get that changed for you guys. Let's try to get it updated here. There we go. So just catching up here in chat real quick. Zipper says, wish me luck, I'm gonna need it. That Oliver guy sucks. Let's go. Yo, 4-1 isn't on a controller, he just didn't practice. Saying this once makes you want to come back to iRacing. Yes, come on. Let's come back to iRacing. Yes, I'm not sure why it did that on your guys' end. Harding became a victim in that number 2. Yeah, he definitely did. Blocking early in the race. Yeah, don't know why they were blocking like that coming down the back straightaway this early. You're welcome, Cypher. Richard. Yes, welcome in, guys. So I'll be keeping an eye on the YouTube as well to make sure that you guys are seeing what you guys are supposed to be seeing, as we're going to get ready to go back underway this next time by. They waved off the caution, so we're going to get one more pace lap here in. When we come back, green flag racing. It's going to be Sonny Soljovic, Travis Farmer, Jeremy Oliver, Joel Kurth, and Dustin Harding, your top 5. For those of you guys here in chat, let me know how the sound is, if the cars are not loud enough, if they need to become louder, etc., etc. You guys just let me know what needs to happen. Sounds seem good. Beautiful. I appreciate you guys. Alrighty, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Coming out of turn 4, pace cars off. into the restart zone, and we are green flag racing once again here at Las Vegas. Sonny bringing out the field to a really good jump there. Let's see if he can hold everybody else off as they dive here into turn number 1. Still side by side for that second spot. It's that Jeremy Oliver and Travis Farmer, as everybody's going about 5-6 wide on the back straightaway. 3 wide here for that third spot up front. Looking to go 4 wide, Will Byers, but go ahead and backs it out as we got that 3 wide action going on for that third spot. Contact up high there with the 44 and 72, still duking it out side by side. Now for that, oh, he's up there, 44. Jeremy Oliver trying to keep up, but he's just falling backwards on this restart. So definitely rough patch here for him, as there's more contact between Will Byers and that number 3 machine of Joel Kurth. Will Byers slowly making his way back up through the field after this restart. He is just following that number 11 of Davey Hendricks back to the front. Contact behind between Joe Yusnikas and I believe that was JZ Bennett in that 05. So those guys will now run at 3 wide here with that 44 of Jeremy Oliver. We have that 4 car up into, I'm sorry, that's the 6 car of Kyle Davidson up into the wall, but he was able to get keep it off the wall there to not make any more contact, as these guys are really starting to thread the needle here. And here comes the 82 of Jaden McGowan, strong on the outside. Contact, Sonny is around. Oh, hard contact. The 44 back up into the wall. Oh, the 27 just came out of
another incident. 05 up in the wall and 77 getting into him as well after the first initial incident.
A lot of things just happened here. Let's go back here and take a look, see what happened. We're going to take a look at the second incident here with 05 of JZ Bennett. So that's between the 3 of Joel Kurth. Yeah, Joel Kurth just absolutely turned him. And then Joe Yusnikas getting a lot of heavy damage out of that one. So let's go ahead and go back here. Let's take a look. Sonny, where are you at? 401. So just coming into turn 1, the 401 just drifted up a little bit, and the 82 was there, and that's just going to turn the 82 back up into the 401 machine, and that's just absolutely no good there for the 44, the 65, trying to slow it down here, and then the 27.
Yeah, 27 came in there with a full head of steam, and
yeah, I just honestly, I don't.
sir, there's one good term for that. We call that ARCA breaking.
Oh yeah. I'm not, I don't know.
Oh, let's check this out.
So everybody's coming back out on track now. A couple people decided to go ahead and come down pits.
So after the wreck, Kyle Davison and Sonny both getting into the wall again, unfortunately, too. Just saw that because they couldn't turn.
Yeah, it looks like Jeremy Oliver, Kyle Davidson, and Sonny, they all had to jump to the pits, aka get up on the tow truck. So out front, Michael Cordway in that number 72 3M Chevrolet, one of the throwbacks to the now unfortunate late Greg Biffle.
And speaking of Biffle, I had someone running a Biffle paint scheme earlier, and they won a Snowflake 150.
Hell yeah.
Got to call that race. That was a load of fun as well. At Five Flag Speedway in the late models.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fun out there for sure.
Man, I cannot get over how fast these cars look on this track tonight. I don't know what it is. It must just be me or something, but Jesus.
Nah, I can promise you it's just not you.
It's like they got an extra 200 horsepower or something, you know?
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy for sure. Will is not afraid 3 wide. No, Cypher, he is not afraid to send it 3 wide. As we're going to go ahead and get ready to go back. Green flag racing here once again. Green flag is out. And we are boogieing it once again down the front straightaway here. Cordway out to a good lead here. And here comes Will Byers in that number 53 on the inside of the 11 of Davey Hendricks. Looking to overtake for that second spot. And right behind them is Alan Reinhart. He's slowly made his way back up front here after dropping back a little bit here through the field early on. So right now, these guys are duking it out up here for that second spot.
I will say, after last week, you know, kind of having a lot of issues with Will Byers, if I remember correctly. He is absolutely trying to put belt to ass tonight, but this 11 machine and 72 machine has seemed to have the answer for him.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we were over at Watkins Glen last week, and, you know, Will Byers he was very dominant, you know, very quick, but like halfway through the race last week, just something flipped on him or something, and it just absolutely went to crap for him very late in the race. So not a very good finish there for him. So he's still trying to get his season turned around, and so far running P3 here, this is a really good start here. And let's go ahead and jump back here a little bit further through the field. That's number 69, Charles Bagley. He's got his hands full from Scott Milner and Dustin Harding and Travis Farmer back here as they dive here into turn number 1 and 2 here, and on the exit of turn 2 and down this back straightaway. There they come. Across the line. It seems like everybody's starting to calm down here just a little bit after that third caution, you know. It seems like they're not racing, you know, as aggressive as they just were, you know, a few moments ago. So that's definitely really good to see here. There we go. Oh, Scott Milner, a big wiggle there in turns 1 and 2. And he's now going to start to fall back here just a little bit here. Really good racing all around this speedway as you see the field coming out of turn 2. All of them pretty much single file now, as you know, they're looking to put down some laps here as they're working lap number 45 now.
Yeah, the main battle I see right now is between the 85, the 05, and the 81, I believe. Everyone else seems thought out for the most part. It does look like
caution.
is trying to get around some of that, but 82 hard into the wall coming out of 2.
Yeah, Jaden McGowan hard into the wall for sure.
You're going to have to do that the classic way, unless your SDK picked it up.
You know, my SDK hasn't picked up any of it so far.
Oh, great. That's what we love to hear, right?
Yeah, as we take a look here, see what happened. Yeah, the 81 just slipped up just a little bit, and the 82 just went up and hit the outside wall, and yeah, it looks like car doesn't look like it's too banged up. You know, once the server kind of caught up with the actual damage, it doesn't look too bad for the most part.
At least the 81 was nice enough to knock him back to the right to put him up towards the wall instead of him going full speed to the inside wall.
Yeah, that is definitely very, very true there. You know, as we do catch up now live.
That is the only thing I don't like about these ARCA cars. You can sneeze on the front bumper and then things will fly off. In most cases.
Alright, so we got quite a few cars coming down pit road. Travis Farmer, Charles Bagley, Kevin Allen, Jay-Z Bennett, Trevor Kelly, I believe they decided to stay out. You know, Trevor Kelly in that number 36 machine, you know, he hasn't been down pit road for just about 20 laps now. So it's definitely going to be very interesting to see, you know, actually him and Charles Bagley have been out now for about 21 laps since their last pit stop. So it's going to be very interesting to see how those tires, you know, hold up to the rest of the field. Alright, the lights should be going off here on the iRacing.com pace car. Yep. Now they're going to go ahead and double it up, and we're going to get ready to go back green flag here in Las Vegas. So far, these guys have put on a really, really fun race for us here. And, you know, we're working race number 6. So we have, after this, we still got 4 more races of the season. You know, so, and all around this season has absolutely just been a blast compared to the first season. You know, Will Byers your defending champion, he's struggling this season. But now we have newcomers like Jay-Z Bennett in that 05 machine. You know, he's already got 3 wins of this on the season so far, I believe it is. Or 2 wins. Something like that, 2 or 3 wins. You know, Davey Hendricks in that number 11, he's a newcomer. He's coming and started making a lot of noise. Kevin Allen coming out this season and just absolutely killing it. So this season is definitely the better of the 2 seasons as we are back green flag racing here at Las Vegas. But that outside lane just does not get going as Charles Bagley, he's struggling to get up to speed here. You know, so this season, these guys really put on, you know, these guys are really putting on one hell of a show. And I'm so glad that we get to be here for all the action right here on the iCast Racing Network. As we're watching that number 11 of Davey Hendricks. He threaded the needle there, went 3 wide, overtook a couple positions there for that 3rd spot. Will Byers, contact Joe Yusnickus hard into the inside wall. Whoa it down, baby. And unfortunately, that didn't register for me as an incident, so we're going to have to go back and see what happened here.
Yeah, I will say Snickers does have a meatball flag, so if he does not have a faster pair, he might be done for the day.
Man, good heads-up driving out of that 81 of Dustin Harding and Sonny there. God, that was a hard hit. As we're going to come back up and catch up here with our top 3. Davey Hendricks, he's taken over the 2nd spot from Kevin Allen in that number 77 machine. And now he's got his eyes set on Travis Farmer, who is your current race leader. Here's turn number 4.
I guess Snickers did have a faster pair left as he is coming back out on the track.
Yep. Yeah, he will come back out. He will be 2 laps down, though, unfortunately. But, hey, you never know what can happen here in these races. As of right now, looks like your top, about 6, 7 cars are got themselves figured out here on the front straightaway. As we fall back here just a little bit as they catch up with the pack behind them. Coming down the...
I was about to say something.
Sorry. I'm sorry if you guys hear that background noise. My 3-year-old decided he was going to get into some glitter, and the wife brought him into the bathroom, and as you're walking, all you see is glitter all over his body. He was shining like a Christmas tree.
That's not what I was about to say something about. I was going to say something about you saying about that 6 or
7.
spot.
I know. But anyway, as we catch back up here with this race in action here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Joe Yusnickus, he's trying to climb his way back through the field. You know, this could actually benefit him a little bit here if he can actually work his way through the field to get one of his laps back. And, you know, and if that puts us to have a caution, you know, at that point, he would at least need 2 cautions, you know, to possibly get a lucky dog. But as of right now, everybody is chilled out at the front. Except back here, you know, we're going to try to run it about 4 wide down the back straightaway.
Hey, if you ain't 4 wide for last place, are you even trying, bud?
Hell no. These guys are absolutely having a blast back, Mick. Man, see, what races like this, it makes me so mad at myself. Why am I not out there with them? These guys having an absolute blast out here.
Might see if these guys will let me in 1 week. Run some laps.
Oh yeah, you definitely just message them and say, hey, you know, mind if I turn a few laps out here with you guys, you know, before the race, and they'll be more than happy to let you out there. Really good racing back here, guys. Alan Reinhart making some moves on JZ Bennett now, as they're looking to possibly go 3 wide with Kevin Allen. No, they will go ahead and just say double wide. Alan Reinhart, he's now onto the back bumper of Davey Hendricks, and the field has caught up with Travis Farmer. So now your race leaders in single file formation here, coming down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Alan Reinhart, he's looking to overtake these two here to put himself out front. I know Alan Reinhart, he is looking for the championship this season. As you see, the number 11 of Davey Hendricks, he's making his way on the inside here of Travis Farmer, looking for that race lead. Alan Reinhart had a big wobble out of turn 2, and that's going to allow the 0-5 machine of JZ Bennett to get back to his inside. But Alan Reinhart, being Alan Reinhart, he just has that great momentum, and he will go ahead and retake that 3rd spot. As you see, Joe Usnikas now marching his way up to that 4th spot in line to try to get one of his laps back. So he's doing a phenomenal job so far, trying to take home or get back on the lead. I'm sorry, could go from 2 laps down to 1 lap. Sorry about that if you guys heard that. Man, Joe Usnikas, he is just absolutely on a different level at the moment. He is currently 18th, but he is passing these race leaders like they are standing still.
At the moment, he's probably not trying to save anything, praying he can get around these guys and get a quick caution here, if I had to guess, but he is definitely moving at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. As they say here, come out of turn number 4, and now he's up, or turn 2. Now he's got one more car to get himself back on 1 lap down, and then he's just got to start making his way to catch that 401 machine. But he's got a very long way to go in order to do that. Just like that, he is now 1 lap down. Now he has to catch up with Bagley and Sonny Soljovic. So it's going to be very interesting to see what he can do as he starts to pull away from the rest of the field here. Let's fall back, see what kind of action we can find. That 44, that's Bagley. Oh, no, that's Jeremy Oliver. He's back in that 19th spot. So he's currently 2 laps down, starting to make his way through the field here as well.
Yeah, I think a couple people are pitting right now.
Yeah, so we had Trevor Kelly. He came down pit road. Yeah, Richard Walls, I believe he came down as well. We are now working lap 68 of 130. The last time these drivers saw the pits was back on lap 47. So it's been a good about 23, 24 laps now since they saw the pits last. So, you know, these guys, I believe, are only running 65% fuel. So they very well could be looking to come down pit road here at any moment.
Speaking of which, I believe our leader just dropped down to go in the pits here at the non-machine.
Yeah, Trevor Kelly, he's down. I'm sorry, Travis Farmer, he's down here on pit road.
Looks like Sonny Monica just came in as well.
Yep, Sonny in that 401 machine, he's down here on pit road as well. Let's continue to...
Kevin Allen dropping to pits. That does hand the race lead back over to the 11 machine to Davey Hendricks, but he still does need to pit here, so I'm assuming the 9 machine to Farmer is going to be able to cycle back to the lead.
There we go.
But by these calculations, these drivers should have to pit at least 1, possibly even 2 more times. So this guy stretching his fuel out might have a better chance of making it with only a 1 stopper here.
Yeah. So if you guys take a look right underneath Alan Reinhardt's name, you will see the pit ticker underneath, saying which drivers are down in pit road, how long they've been down there, and how long they're sitting in their stall after their pit. So these guys are going to have to really pay attention, you know, to, you know, speeding on pit road, as it is actually something very easy to do, as that 05 machine, he is coming on down pit road to get service from his team now.
The 6-9 machine of, I believe it's Charles Bagley, able to get, you know, take a little bit of an earlier pit stop and got ahead of Travis Farmer for the moment. So if all the leaders was to pit now, I believe it's going to hand it over to the Bagley.
Yeah. Sounds just about right.
Jeez, he didn't know what to get ahead of him. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, Davey Hendricks and that number 11. King Hawaiian Roll. Toyota, he's absolutely doing a phenomenal job out front. Man, I love me some King Hawaiian Roll with some freaking seafood salad on there.
So, I know a couple of these guys stayed out during the last caution, a couple of them pit here. So how much of a difference between laps was there?
Just about 20, between 20 laps. But we also had a couple drivers stay out since lap 26, I think it was.
So I'm wondering if the ones who pit is the ones that stayed out from lap 26, because, you know, these leaders don't look like they're coming down pits anytime soon, to be honest, the way they're driving.
No, I don't think so. If I had to take a wild swing at this, I'm assuming they can go almost 40 laps on the tank of fuel. So they're working lap 47 since they came down, your race leaders, and they're working or coming to lap 78 now. So I'd imagine within the next 10 laps, we're going to see these some of these drivers come down pit road, and If that's the case, then these guys will still have 2 more pit stops. JZ Bennett, he came down back on lap 72. Oh, here comes your race leader. He's going to come down pit road now.
Oh, I thought he was going to get on the brakes for a minute.
Yeah, that was definitely really close there for sure. And that's going to hand your race lead over to Alan Reinhardt. As these drivers, they're starting to get themselves pretty spread out here. Will Byers hanging up here in the 5th spot with Tom Barish right behind him. Oh, Davey Hendricks, Scott Milner, Owen Christensen. Those guys are now down on pit road. Dustin Harding and Jaden McGowan, these guys are coming down pit road now. Okay, so we can go just about, it seems, about 30... about 35 laps on fuel-ish. Alan Reinhardt, he's coming down pit road now. The 9 machine hit the side of Will Byers there, coming out turn number 4. That 05, he's come flying around the outside right there. This right here just shows you the difference in, you know, speed for your tires. So, if I was race leaders, I wouldn't wait too much longer to come down pit road. As you see that number 55 coming down, and now Will Byers, he will come down pit road as well. Joel Kurth, oh, caution is out.
For the guys that just pit, that is going to be amazing, because not only are they going to stay on the lead lap, they're going to have the freshest set of tires, unless the other drivers decide to pit again here.
Oh, Will Byers, he missed his pit stalls, so he's going to have some issues there. Well, we're going to have to go to here, and then we're going to have to just cycle through the field.
Wait a minute. It says Usnikas is back on the lead lap.
That is absolutely crazy. Oh yeah, help I wait to do this first. Alright, so caution's out here. Let's cycle through and see who brought out the caution. Is it him? No, is it him?
Listen, 92, if you're watching this replay back, I've seen what just happened. I'm not going to call it out so it doesn't get shown on the broadcast, but I did see what happened.
Is he the reason for the caution?
No.
Well,
It's
no.
something that happened under caution. It didn't affect nobody else.
Gotcha. You know, okay, I'm gonna tick through all these drivers one by one, because I'm not seeing what brought out this caution. I found you. Well, it looks like the 81 of Dustin Harding, he got sideways down here on the apron. Spun it out. Yeah, that's actually weird. I don't know why that would have brought out the caution.
I think if he had kept his wheels rolling, there wouldn't have been a caution. I think the only reason the caution got brought out was just due to the fact that he had to lock it down and stop completely.
Gotcha.
And I guess I was wrong. Snickus did not get his lap back. I thought he was on the lead lap there. Our scoring was showing otherwise. But it does look like from 10th all the way to 15th taking a wave around here. So they're going to be on older tires compared to everyone else. And, you know, the last 3 that just came to pits right as this caution came out are going to be at a huge advantage here on the freshest set of tires.
Yeah, definitely.
So if I'm on this fresh set of tires and I can get to the front, once I start seeing other people pit to go in to get tires, I'm probably just going to go ahead and go in. That way I can maintain a little bit of a lead I'm able to get here. But we are green flag racing again.
Yep, we are definitely back green flag racing. Travis Farmer out front. JZ Bennett side by side now with Alan Reinhardt. And he's getting really good push there by Davey Hendricks in that number 11 machine. As Kevin Allen, he's trying to make his way back up through the field here.
We got one on the apron.
Who was that? Do you know?
Richard Wall's not 92 machine. Must have a black flag or something because he is coming down the pits here.
Definitely very unfortunate there for him. Richard Walls' day, he just keeps getting worse as he's going to be making his way back down pit road. As we come back here to Scott Milner and that number 65 machine of Owen Christensen. These guys duking it out back here for that 14th spot. Michael Corderay in that number 72 machine. He is leading this second pack here. As he's got Joel Kurth. Oh no, he's got Dunaway there, who is a lap down. Right behind him, followed by that number 3 machine. Jumping up here to this battle up here for what is this, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and company. JZ Bennett up next side by side with Charles Bagley there. Really great battle up here for this 2nd and 3rd, 4th spots back here as they're all looking to go 3 wide. And here comes Joe Usnikas, guys. He's starting to make his way back through the field here. He's up here on the inside of that number 69 of Charles Bagley, who's currently in that 4th spot. So Joe Usnikas, he's running hard to get his laps back. You know, so he didn't use a lucky dog. He didn't use a wave around. Now, this man, he is doing it old style where he has to work his tail off to get his lap back. And right now, he's doing a phenomenal job in that number 89 machine to do just that.
Hey, best way to get your lap back is be in front of everyone else, right? You can't get involved in the wreck if the wreck happens behind you.
Absolutely. That's true. That's true. All right, give me guys just one moment here.
But while he's away, I will say if Snick is able to get his lap back and maintain the speed he has currently, he is going to be a force to reckon with towards the closing laps of this race.
Yeah.
But right now, he's still going to have to pray for a caution, because even if he does get his lap back, he's going to have to make his way all the way around the track to catch up to everyone else again.
Yep, for sure. All right, guys, give me just one moment. I got to reset my SDK.
And Davey Hendricks finally taking over the lead in that 11 car. Travis Farmer been doing a phenomenal job up there, but I think we're starting to see a little bit of tire differences come to play here. But Snickis is up to about that third position. Still scored a lap down, so that does put Alan Reinhardt in that 25 machine into third. Kevin Allen working the outside, trying to get around, I believe that is the 69 of Charles Bagley there. And they are currently side by side as well. And it does look like that 77 machine is going to be able to clear the 69. The 53 of Will Byers trying to get to the outside of Charles as well here.
Yeah,
So he gets a lot better run off of 2 and is able to clear him. So that's going to put Charles Bagley down 2 spots at the moment in that P6 spot, as I believe he is on a little bit older tires than everyone else.
Yeah, that's probably definitely the case for sure. Unfortunately,
He was one of the first people to pit under green flag pit stops, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, so if he didn't come down this last time, then yeah, he's definitely on older tires. As you see that 69 machine, think about going on the inside of Will Byers, but he thought better of it, and he's going to go ahead and back it down here, as they will go ahead and somewhat get themselves sorted out as they go 3 wide here in the back.
77 hard into the wall. Not sure what happened there, but holy.
And there he goes, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Yasnikas back on the lead lap. He had to do it the old-fashioned way from 2 laps down. What an incredible run here for Yasnikas in that number 89 machine. Regardless of where he finishes here today, that guy has absolutely earned the Hard Charger Award for today for sure.
Oh, but that 9 car is not making it easy. I mean, that 11 machine of Davey Hendricks there. He's still fighting back on that outside to try to keep him trapped the lap down.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to do that, as, you know, Alan Reinhardt and Travis Farmer are now running side by side for that second spot. You know, with the 11 running side by side with Joe Yasnikas here, you know, that's slowing that 11 down, as we have a couple cars hard into the outside wall and out of turn number 2. You know, so that pretty much allowed, you know, the 9 and the 11 and the 25 all to come back to the back bumper there of your race leader, as Joe Yasnikas, he's now fallen back into the back here, as Davey Hendricks was able to get him cleared. So now Joe Yasnikas probably used up all of his equipment trying to get back on the lead lap. So we're about to find out what's going to happen here to Joe here in the next few laps.
And I will say Yasnikas honestly could take it easy, because the closest to him, I believe, is Freddie Dunaway. And he's a pretty good ways back, so Yasnikas could just kind of cruise and chill in this pack here. And pray for a caution, because regardless, he's going to have a caution.
Yeah, definitely. You know, he can take it easy at right now. You know, as you said, Dunaway, you know, he's just now exiting turn 2 and into turn 3 now. So he's got a pretty good lead here on him. So he could actually, in turn, let all these guys go and pray for a quick caution. But as of right now, I don't see that happening.
Well, I do like what he's doing right now. He's decided to get behind the 11.
Oh!
The 11's got good speed, and there's a couple cars really hard into the wall. Oh, door banging. Hold on.
I don't think that was a couple. I think that was like all 5 of them. we're going to come back here and take a look at that. That was absolutely wicked to see coming out of turn number 2. Will Byers, he's going to go up and hit the wall.
Huh.
1, 2,
Not as many
3.
hit the wall as I thought.
Yeah, only like, what, 3, 4 of them did?
Yeah, one got hard into the wall. I think 2 kind of like scraped it just a little bit. So it's still crazy. It just goes to show you like how much the draft can affect your car. You know, you're kind of just stuck following somebody sometimes if they do go up into the wall and they'll suck you right up there with them.
Yeah, definitely. As you see, Will Byers drive around the outside of Alan Reinhart. And Kevin Allen in that number 77, he's going to do exactly the same thing. And so that's going to throw Alan Reinhart back to that 5th spot. But Alan Reinhart, he's not giving up just yet. As we see Travis Farmer in that number 9 machine, he's going to bring his machine down pit road. Blow it up.
Come on, Kevin Allen, put that thing through the floorboard, buddy.
All right, we do have 27 laps to go, so we are in the window to make it the rest of the way. So this is going to be their final set of pit stops here. As it looks like Sonny in that 401 machine, he came down for his final pit stop already. Scott Milner, he's down in pit road for his final pit stop as well.
Yeah, something I will say, these leaders do not want to wait too long to answer these people that are currently pitting because they are going to be gaining massive time on them here. So I definitely will be coming in within the next 5 to 10 laps, so I have plenty of time to try to run them back down.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, as we have really good battle back here for this second spot.
And speaking of which, here comes the leader down pits in that 11 machine.
And just a reminder, right underneath the driver tag, you're going to see who's down pit road, how long they've been down on pit road for. So something all these drivers are going to want to pay attention to, again, is speeding on pit road. You don't want to get caught doing that. As Will Byers in that number 53 machine, he will take over the race lead for the time being. As we've got Charles Bagley in that number 69 doing a phenomenal job here tonight, along with Michael Corderay. He's been slowly, you know, hanging out up here near the top 5 all day. So really good to see that 72 machine doing a phenomenal job here tonight. Got 23 laps to go here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. JZ Bennett, Tom Barish, these guys are coming down for their final pit stops. Alan Reinhart, he's come and gone as well. Jeremy Oliver coming out after 7 minutes down on pit road for repairs. So Jeremy Oliver, he's coming back down or coming back out on track after his repairs. So good to see that happening here as well. Charles Bagley in that number 69, he was able to overtake Will Byers for the race lead. So that number 69, no lift Chevrolet, he's going to take over, and we have a caution. The 92 of Richard Walls has trouble down here on the back straightaway.
And that is going to put Joe Snickers back on the lead lap, baby.
You know, that very well be the case. However, Joe Snickers, he already is on the lead lap.
I know, but now he can go and get tires and doesn't have to start at the back of the field if people have damage. But I'm watching this wreck with Richard Walsh here, and it looks like he might have had just a tad bit of help.
Yeah, he
As
definitely.
he, kind of got on the wall and slowed up a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely got into the wall, and then unfortunately, with Sonny having absolutely nowhere to go, that just very unfortunate there for Sonny.
Well, things just got interesting, man. With 20 to go, some people have already came down and took tires. Do they have another set left? Are the people who have not picked going to be in the best situation on the freshest set of tires, or is everyone going to come down and take their final set? If they even have a set left, see that's.
I mean, that's definitely going to be a very good question here. A lot of these drivers just came down pit road, and it doesn't really seem like 10 lap old tires really makes a big difference. So, as we see, obviously, the ones that haven't come down pit road just yet are now coming down. So,
I don't think they're going to be able to, because a lot of them
Yeah.
going to take the wave around here.
Yeah.
To get back on the lead lap.
That is true.
So now they're going to be at a disadvantage, plus having to start behind the people with the fresh tires. So how aggressive of a race are we going to see here with only 19 to go from these people on these old tires trying to get every bit that they can out of them within the first few laps?
Oh, these drivers are probably going to do everything at this point. You guys thought the first 20 laps was chaotic? Well, buckle up. We're about to see even more craziness in the final 20. And the guy I'm going to watch the remaining part of this race is Joe Nickerson, that number 89. He proved just how fast he is by going from 2 laps down and back onto the lead lap with no wave arounds, no lucky dogs. He did it old-fashioned, and man, just what a good day for Joe Snickus, who's currently in that 6th spot.
Yeah, what's actually crazy about it is the fact that he was able to get his lap back there, so he didn't have to take a lucky dog or a wave around, and he was able to stay out long enough for the caution to come out, to the point that he was able to actually gain, almost 10 spots?
Yeah, just about, yeah.
And, he's been able to drive from the back to the front. Now he's going to be starting at a 6th place spot on fresh tires. I mean, I'm excited to see what he's able to do here.
Yeah, definitely.
But on the other end of the spectrum, you got people like Travis Farmer, who's been doing absolutely phenomenal tonight. Davey Hendrick, he's also been phenomenal tonight in that 8th and 9th spot. That's been running up front all race, and then just had to take a wave around.
Yeah, a lot of these drivers 7th on back. So Jaden McGowan, Davey Hendricks, Travis Farmer, Kevin Allen, Jay-Z Bennett, Alan Reinhart, Trevor Kelly. All these guys just had to come down or get that wave around simply because, they were in the middle of the pit cycle. So a lot of these drivers, unfortunately, will have older tires than the rest of the field. So, the last few laps here are going to definitely be very interesting, as we are ignored where it says first caution, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually our 5th caution, I believe. I had to reset my SDK, so
Pace car is in.
Yeah.
The number 69 of Charles Bagley and Will Byers will be leading us back to the green. We are green flag racing. The inside line gets a wonderful start. The 72 going to be able to get around the 53 going into 1 and 2. He is able to clear him there. So that's going to put Michael Cordray in the 2nd place. Will Byers in the 3rd, but Will Byers is going to be fighting back hard on that outside lane. Looks like he's going to have a little bit of help from the 3 machine of Joel Karth.
yeah, Joe Kurth in that number 3 machine. He is absolutely doing a phenomenal job here tonight at Vegas. Drifted up up into the corner there just a little bit, so he's going to lose momentum there on the exit of turn number 4. So he's going to have to sit there in that 4th spot as they come back here into turns number 1 and 2. Will Byers trying to make that outside lane work, and here he comes fighting to the outside for the race lead. He is going to run side by side with your race leader.
You Snickers was about to send that pretty wide there for a minute.
Yeah,
Because he was coming in with a head of steam.
Yeah, a lot of movement going on throughout this entire field. It's not just your race leaders up here, but those battling back there for the, like that, 12th spot, as we have our top 6 running side by side, 3 rows deep. And now Will Byers, he's going to try to take over the race lead here on the back straightaway. Oh, contact between a couple of drivers. That would be the 69, and I believe it was the 3 of Joel Kurth. But both drivers will keep it nice and straight. And that'll put Joe Usnickus up into that 3rd spot, as they will continue to march around this speedway, allowing time to tick away. As these guys have 14 laps to go, the 11 almost made
3 wide for that 4th place spot.
Contact. Give room. The 11 is around.
Oh, that's gonna be a bad one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, the 27 is involved. Owenson is involved here once again. A lot of good drivers involved in this one again.
Very unfortunate for a few of these drivers, but that is going to help out the people that are on a little bit older tires. They are going to be able to go down to the pits this time. So,
yep. Let's come back here and take a look, see what happened. As I believe it all started up here right around with the 3 and 11. So coming out of turn number 2, the 11 just drifted up and hit the 70. Who was that? Yeah, the 70.
yeah, I think the
72
11 came up to a 3, then came down and got 72, like you said.
Yeah, very unfortunate there. And just when you're in the middle of the racetrack and everybody else is coming hollering and screaming at you. Oh, JZ Bennett in that 05 machine barely squeezed through. We're going to have to come back and take a look at that, as you see Freddie Dunaway having hard contact there with the outside wall. So we're going to come back here. We're going to ride on board with that 05 of JZ Bennett. Take a look how close this was. Woo! That was close. Yes, we have quite a few drivers now leaving the pits now.
Yeah, it looks like the 27's having issues turning as well, so he did have to get towed back to pits, I believe, or he's bouncing off the walls to get to pits. One of the two.
Hey, you know what? You do what you got to do.
Hey, I mean, it's coming to the closing laps here. You only gonna have like 11-10 to go. You don't want to sit there and take that tow build, get put 1-2 laps down here potentially.
Yeah, for sure.
So, quick question. Whenever Joe Usnickus passes somebody, do we hear the Reese's Puff theme song? Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em.
I don't think so, no.
Oh, come on, man.
But let me tell you what, man. That number 89 Reese's Ford Mustang is absolutely on fire in the closing laps here.
You know who else is on fire? Kevin Allen after he wins this race here.
Yeah, Kevin Allen in that number 77 for that Midnight Racing League.
Sorry, go ahead.
He's looking for a good, strong finish here at Las Vegas as well.
Yeah, it's just so hard to pick one singular car out of this field tonight that is just dominant, just because I've seen speed out of everybody. For the most part. Give and take, right? They're fast for a minute, then they kind of back up fast. Yeah, so it's honestly anyone's race here. who knows, could come to the last lap. Everyone could wreck before the start-finish line, and Sonny in that 401 machine back there in 14th could win the thing.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the way these guys have been driving the last 5 laps, 6 laps, you know, after we went green that last time, you know, I think we're not done. I think we're going to possibly see one more caution out of these guys, and we're going to find out right now as the pace car pulls off, and we're about to go back green flag racing. Will Byers, Charles Bagley will bring the field to the green flag, and away we go. Bagley quick to get behind Will Byers, but then he jumps back up, and that's going to allow Joe Yusnikas to run onto the inside here for that second spot. And right behind Joe Yusnikas, you have JZ Bennett, who's looking to get another win on his belt this season, as they are looking to go 3 wide heading into turn number 3, but they decided better of it, and they will just go double wide here. Contact between the 69 of Bagley and Joe Yusnikas for that second spot, and as of right now, it is in the hands of Yusnikas. He's going to overtake for that second spot, and here comes JZ Bennett now on the inside of Bagley to overtake for that third spot now as well. As you see the whole entire field go all throughout the length of this track, as these guys are looking to make some headway. Behind them, that number 60, at 25, Alan Reinhart had a little contact with the 55, I believe it was, and that sent him up the track a little bit into almost a 3 wide situation. And now they're going to go ahead and get themselves double wide to a minimum here as they rocket down the back straightaway here with 8 laps to go, 7 to go this time by. Joe Yusnikas, he is in the right place to possibly win this race. Alan Reinhart hard into the outside wall here on the exit turn number 4. Kevin Allen in that 77 machine, he's now looking to overtake Joe Yusnikas for that second spot. Down the back straightaway here. Not able to get him cleared as they dive down here into turn number 3. Still side by side for that second spot.
Oh, and here comes the 05 looking to the inside of the 77.
Yeah, JZ Bennett, he's now taking over, or trying to take over for that third spot. He wants to bump Kevin Allen back one more spot, as they will make it clear out of turn number 2. But here comes the 77 back to the inside here as they enter turn number 3. And now these guys could continue to run side by side here for that third spot. And then for that 5th spot, they're running side by side behind them as well. That's 69 and 11 machine as well. So really good racing here for your top 5. Now it's just going to be a matter of time to see who gets what. And here comes Alan Reinhart. He said, don't forget about me in that 7th spot. He's saying, I'm still relevant. Let's go. 4 laps to go this time by here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Your front runners all running now single file. Joe Yusnikas, he's going to have to try to pull some sort of rabbit out of the hat if he is going to make the win here tonight and get around your defending champion, Will Byers. But right behind him, you have to worry about JZ Bennett and Davey Hendricks in that number 11 machine as well. So really good drivers up here. It's still anybody's race.
Anything can happen, but we are 3 to go this time, so we're getting to the point of no return. If they're going to have a caution, they need to have it now.
Yeah, obviously that's not what we're hoping for, though. As they dive here into turn number 3, Joe Yusnikas had a little bit of a better run there on the entry. So let's see what... Oh, no, he gets into the outside wall, and that's going to allow JZ Bennett to get onto the inside of Yusnikas for that second spot. And here comes the 11 of Hendricks. He's going to take over that third spot. That's going to push Yusnikas to that 4th spot. And here comes Yusnikas fighting back onto the inside. JZ Bennett and Hendricks now running side by side for the second spot. White flag is out. White flag this time by. One more lap for Will Byers. Here they come. Whatever happens now does not matter. The next flag will be the checkered flag. Will Byers getting a handful of Davey Hendricks in that number 11. Hendricks looking to the outside here. He's going to drive around the outside. Who is going to take it? Who is going to have the better run? Side by side at the line. Davey Hendricks, Will Byers. It's going to be Davey Hendricks on the final lap.
And there they go. This is the way they like to celebrate. I got a feeling the 11's about to die. Oh, they didn't do it. I for sure thought somebody was going to kill him here. Oh.
Wow, what a crazy last lap pass.
Yeah, that 11 got a run from nowhere, and it just took it to the outside.
Let's take a look here on the exit of turn 2. Yes, we are going to watch this absolutely in slow-mo. Davey Hendricks just got an incredible run out of turn number 2. Will Byers went up to try to block, but then realized he was there, so he had no choice but to give the line to Hendricks there. And Hendricks, he just kept it floored here in turns 3 and 4. And then on the exit, you're going to see Will Byers try to fight back on the inside. As you see contact there, back there between Joe Yusnickas and JZ Bennett. And out of the corner, flying down to the start-finish line. And here they come to the line. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. That was your separation. Final last lap pass. Absolutely wild way to finish. Before we go talk to our... Oops. There we go. Yeah, before we go and talk to our top 3, let's go ahead and take a look here at our finishing results. Davey Hendricks in that number 11 machine for Primetime Motorsports came out and absolutely just stole the win away from Will Byers in that number 53 machine. And that will put Byers back in second. JZ Bennett overtook Joe Yusnickas on the final lap there to bring it home third. Joe Yusnickas coming home fourth after being 2 laps down, fought his way back and to the top 4. So really good day for Joe Yusnickas. Kevin Allen, Alan Reinhart, Charles Bagley, Dustin Harding, Scott Milner, and Travis Farmer will round out your top 10. '11th, it's going to be Tom Barish, Trevor Kelly, Sonny Soljovic, Michael Corderay, Freddie Dunaway will round out your top 15. 16th, it's going to be Kyle Davidson, Joel Kurth. 17th, Owen Christensen. 18th, Jaden McGowan will bring it home. 19th, Jeremy Oliver. 20th, and rounding out your field is going to be the 92 of Richard Walls. So all around, ladies and gentlemen, what a phenomenal closing for this event. And let's go ahead and see if we have any of our drivers ready to talk to us.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and get third place of JZ Bennett up here. Hey, JZ's Dakota Mike up at the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Man, congratulations on your P3 finish there. It looked like you got around Yusnickas on the last lap or with 2 to go. And walk us through how the end of your race went there.
Yeah, I guess he got a little tight and ended up touching that wall, and it slowed his momentum down so much because I was just kind of cruising. I knew the 11. I figured he had new tires or something came. He was hauling ass, and I was like, oh man. So I had to kind of put it, and then we both started catching him, and then he hit the wall, and I was like, high? Do I go low? Because like all night that dirty air just ruins the drive of the car. If you're not, that's why I was trying to peak and get a lot of air on my front end, try to do a little bit of the opposite of what the person in front of you is doing to try to get that downforce on. But yeah, it was a great race, man. The guys in the front, we were racing hard, but we were racing clean, we were racing good. It was fun. It was very fun.
Yeah, it was fun to watch from up here in the booth. One more question for you for me before I turn it over to Mike. Do you think the cars were faster than they normally are here? Because from the broadcast booth, them things looked like they were going a lot faster than they normally do.
Oh, we were running them things out, man. I tell you, in the draft and like the people that were going below the line, it was messing up their momentum coming back up. I don't know if y'all could see that or not, but like just if you get out of the draft or barely let out or turn the wheel a little too hard and you're starting to push, it slows you down tremendously. It's tough. But I don't know about the speed because I think this is my first time running new ARCA cars at Vegas, so I can't really attest to that. But we were definitely we were all in some ass tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think y'all were reaching speeds of like almost 190 or more, which is about the same speeds you'd be hitting at Daytona. So,
Oh yeah.
but anyways, I'm gonna turn it over to Mike for questioning now.
Yeah, Jay Z, just what another phenomenal job for you in that body armor 05 Toyota. Um, you're coming out here this season, cracked out a couple wins early on. Once again, you're up here in the top three. What kind of momentum does this have for the remaining four races in the season and your bid for the championship at the end of the season?
Oh man, it's definitely helped me. I was behind in points. I missed the first couple races, and then last week I think I had the flu, man. I was sick. I didn't even make it to the Jaguar game on Sunday. So that's how bad I was. I don't miss a Jaguar game. So but Sunday I was so sick, man. I couldn't even do Watkins Glen. There was no chance. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a points race, and I know I got to get some good finishes here to be some kind of contender. So I'm gonna just keep chugging along, and I hope you like the paint. I got your purple back on there, but this is my tribute to Blaney and Kobe. This is one of my favorite cars. I actually have this die cast Blaney signature, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And yeah, I forgot that you're just about 2.5 hours north of me up in Jacksonville. So, but glad to have you back here. I'm glad that you're feeling a heck of a lot better than you did were last week. And is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to before we let you go today?
Yeah, shout out to all the boys that run the NLG, for making the league possible. And shout out to you boys for broadcasting every Sunday. And shout out to my teammate Tom and my racing team Plus EV. And shout out to everybody out there for in the front. We were racing pretty clean all night. It was shout out to everybody for keeping their cars clean and knowing when they're driving in too hard. It was pretty clean racing out there. I enjoyed.
Absolutely. All right. You have yourself a wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas. And we will see you when we return in 2026.
Yes, sir. Merry Christmas, to you boys too.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be your third place winner, driver of that body armor Toyota of Jay Z Bennett. Let's go ahead and bring up driver of that whatnot Chevrolet, Will Byers for Eclipse
Oh,
Motorsports.
real quick, every week I have this dude sitting in the waiting room. I think he wants to interview. What do you feel about pulling him up?
Who is that, Kevin?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go ahead and bring up Kevin Allen.
What's going on, Kevin? It's Dakota Mike from the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Man, oh man, I thought you were going to be getting a podium finish there, and I'm not quite sure what ended up happening. It looked like you lost a little bit of momentum. Walk us through the end of your race there. You got a copy still?
Yeah, repeat that question. I just yanked my I turned around in my chair and I just yanked the cord out of my computer.
I do it
I
all the
got
time.
you.
Anyways, I thought you had a podium finish set up there, and it looked like you lost a little bit of momentum. Walk us through what happened towards the end of the race there.
Uh, yeah. First of all, I got a miracle dodging that last wreck. Then I was felt like I had speed, and I went to go dive it on the Sneakus, and the car just pushed up the track. I completely plowed, and from there, it killed every bit of momentum I had. But considering how the race went, up and down, heck, the first caution, I actually didn't select my tires because I was gonna pit the first caution, but I didn't. But I had my tires on check, preparing to do a gas only stop. But I forgot to check my tires, so the second caution I came in, I didn't know I didn't check my tires until I was in my box. So that's why you saw me fall from like third to last. Then from there, it was just trying to rebound, and of course, like that's
yeah.
like the fourth time in this league that cautions during pit cycle completely screws me over. Like, but it is what it is. I'll take a fifth place. That's a good points day overall.
Well, hey, I believe me and you were in a race. Was it yesterday or the day before? At least
Oh
we
my
didn't have as
god.
many cautions as that.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Um.
Much
Anyway.
better than that. Yeah.
Anyways, heck of a job on your fifth place there. I mean, you still recovered pretty decent to have a little bit of issues throughout the race. Just, it kind of looked like you said, you got a little tight. You lost that momentum. It's just hard to get it going back. It takes a couple of laps. You just didn't have enough time, I think. But Mike, you got any questions for him, right quick?
Nah, just again, what a phenomenal performance in that Midnight Racing League number 77 machine, and you know we got a win coming for you soon. So just keep your head up and keep pushing. I think you're gonna get a win by the end of the season.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It definitely stings after getting pole, not being able to pull it off, but overall, fifth place, I'll take it. I mean, I guess it's good to be disappointed with the fifth place, but yeah, we'll get it eventually. Just not right now, unfortunately.
Maybe if I quit picking you on a weekly basis and give me a commentator's curse, it might help.
Thank you.
Anyways, you have a good one, bud.
You too.
Ladies and gentlemen, driver of that number 77 machine, Kevin Allen. Let's go ahead and bring up driver of that whatnot number 53 machine, defending champion Will Byers.
Hey.
Hey, Will, congratulations, buddy, on your second place. And again, just what a phenomenal performance out of you in that number 53 whatnot Chevy. Walk us through that final restart, and was there anything you could have done different to possibly catch up to Davey Hendricks?
Oh yeah. Got really lucky with that caution coming out during the cycle. Put us in clean air for like the first time all race. And eventually we got to that last caution with I think like 12 or 13 to go. I think everyone stayed out. Unfortunately, Davey pit, so he had about 7, 8 lap fresher tires. I mean, if he got held up on that last lap, maybe like for half a second or two, I think I could have had it. But his tire advantage was too good, and I think if I had blocked him high earlier, he would have just shot low. And I think legitimately, there's probably nothing I can do in that situation. Just really good race from him. He was really fast all night. Just didn't have what I needed.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but this was the race that you kind of needed to help try to get your season turned around. I know you're kind of back in the points at the moment. So, what do you got to do the rest of the four races here to bring home that second championship, or do you think that just you don't have it this season?
I think it's probably out of reach now. Unfortunately, just missed half the season due to school stuff, but I should be open now for the rest of the season. I think I'm gonna need a lot of pieces to fall in place for me going forward, and just continue to have runs like that, and just hope and pray that my competitors have really bad days.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Dakota, do you have anything for Will Byers?
Yeah, give me 1 second here. I gotta go look at something to be sure. All right, looking at the schedule, we have Eldora, Kansas, Bristol, and Homestead. Out of all 4 of those tracks, name your shot to get your win.
Oh, Kansas for sure. Kansas
Kansas.
is by far my favorite track across any series. And yeah, we'll just go there and hope to win.
I will say Kansas in the ARCA cars is a very fun track. Next question here. Eldora, how do you feel about racing on dirt? Are you good at dirt?
Dirt's not bad. I mean, we had really good car at Bristol Dirt last season. Unfortunately, got involved in an accident, taken out towards the end. I feel okay about it. From the practice we've done, the track condition and how it wears is going to be really brutal. So it's going to just come down to, I think, who isn't the fastest is going to be down to who can just control their car the best. So
Fair enough. And with us taking a little bit of a short break here, what is going to be your plans for the holidays, Christmas, and the New Year?
definitely just hanging out with family and trying to figure out Eldora, I guess.
Fair enough. Well, is there anyone you want to shout out real quick before we let you go?
Yeah, just shout out Davey, man. He was quick and he was just better than me. So yeah.
All right, fair enough. Well, that's going to be the 53 of Little Buyers there, and you have a good one and happy holidays, sir.
Thank you. You too, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, driver that number 53, Whatnot Chevrolet, your defending champion, Will Byers. Let's go ahead and bring up the man of the hour, driver of that number 11, King's Hawaiian Roll Bread. Again, it is really good with some seafood salad. Driver Davey Hendricks. Davey, what an incredible run for you here at Las Vegas. We watched you fall back, come back forward, fall back a little more, and then you just said, all right, time to turn on the turbo. What was your race like all race long, and what did it take to have to hold off the hard chargers of Will Byers and JZ Bennett there?
It really was a back and forth race, honestly. I feel I got lucky with like the one of the sets of green flag stops that I happened to be uh, lucky dog that time around. I just lucked into being the first guy. But that last one I thought was kind of the end. That last caution that put me pretty far in the back, and then that wreck we got into, and I don't know whose fault it is, but I wound up dying. And that was a like really tough 3 wide racing. I don't know, like the whole race, I just focused on saving tires, saving fuel, not running the car too hard. And then when we got to that last 10 laps, I was like, well, saving's not going to do me anything. So I just sent it as hard as I could in each corner, tried to put my nose where the other person wasn't to get some clean air on it, and just ran probably the 10 fastest laps I had in me to try and catch up with Byers and all the other guys up front.
Yeah, definitely. You know, as we're watching the final lap here, coming down the back straightaway, you stuck your nose up against the outside of Will Byers there, and he started to close the door. What were your thoughts there when he started coming up to try to take some of that momentum? Did you just close your eyes and full throttle it still, or what was going through your
I didn't
mind?
close my eyes because if I had closed my eyes, I'd have probably killed him. But I definitely didn't lift. I mean, it was the last lap, and I was like, well, if I die, so be it. I didn't want to lose the momentum. You know, usually I'm not one to lift on the last lap of all things. But I don't know. I just lucked out that the car stuck just good enough on that outside line, and I didn't bounce off the wall coming out of four because I thought that's what I was gonna do because the car's been so tight coming out of four the whole night. But I don't know. I got let off just enough and kept it off the wall and pedaled to the middle all the way to the line. And even then, I almost didn't get it. He was so close to getting it on the inside.
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely a nail biter. Dakota, do you have any questions for your race winner today?
Only question I got is how many beers deep are you going to be after this win, knowing that Christmas is coming up and the New Year's?
Probably a couple, just for celebration. Only a few. Not too wild. It's not New Year's and Christmas yet.
Yeah, I mean, we call it pre-gaming, right? You just got to get, a little bit of the buzz going to keep until the New Year.
Yeah, the whole week I have left.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Someone finally gets it. But a hell of a job. Congratulations on your first place finish, man. And I'm going to go ahead and let you go so you can go hang out with your buddies and talk with your family for a little bit.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, driver of the Kings
Oh, wait,
Hawaiian.
you got anyone you need to shout out real quick? Sorry about that.
Oh yeah.
All the admins that put it on, I appreciate it. I know it's a lot of work to run a league. All the drivers that showed up, you guys up in the booth, everyone watching, and I think that's it.
Alrighty. Sorry about that. You have a good one, bud.
Y'all too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your race winner, driver of that Kings Hawaiian Toyota of Davey Hendricks. What a phenomenal race we got to witness here at Las Vegas. 4 more races left in season 2 for these guys, and as the time keeps ticking by, Dakota, we've got we got a lot of good racing. We got dirt racing coming up when we get back for the new year. So what's your thoughts about the remaining part of the season?
Got a pretty good track lineup. I mean, we got Eldora, dirt track. You got Kansas. That's like, I would say a typical mile and a half, but it's not a typical mile and a half. That is its own unique track.
Yeah.
Bristol, so we're gonna have a short track race, and then we got our normal mile and a half, kind of like Homestead. So I mean, a lot of variations of racing here for a lot of different things to play out, and potentially some people we've not been able to see shine throughout the season, gonna be able to get their point across to say, hey, I belong here too, and I do have speed.
Yeah, absolutely. Just all around, just what a phenomenal race. These guys have a wicked final 4 races, like you said. The 2 that I'm absolutely looking forward to the most is going to be Eldora and over at Kansas. I don't know what it is about Kansas, but man, that track is so fun. It is fast. It's wide. We're definitely in for an absolute treat. If they race at Kansas the way that they raced here at Las Vegas, it is going to be an absolute blast to do that. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and close it out here. Thank you guys so much, everybody in chat. Cypher, Richard Mills, Tire Soup Racing, thank you for checking in. Caesar, I don't want to say your name wrong, but it looks like it's like Pink, PYNQ. Much love. Board, Caesar, Zipper, thank you guys all so much for joining in. That's going to do it for us here on ICAST Racing Network. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final broadcast of the 2025 season, or I should say year. This year, this started out as a fun endeavor for me, and back holding off with my wife Crystal and Dakota LaRue, who just ran away. It's been a phenomenal 2025 here on the ICAST Racing Network, and big thank you to everybody that has made it possible to happen here. So thank you guys so much. You guys have yourself a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whichever it is that you may celebrate this holiday season. Much love to you. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what you do in life, have fun doing it. And if it's not fun, do yourself a favor, go make it fun, all right? Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you guys in 2026 at the beginning of the year. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, have yourself a beautiful time zone. Happy holidays.